In the town of Millbrook, there lived a man named John Smith who worked as a clerk in the local government office. He rented an old, dilapidated house that seemed almost haunted. One night, John's mother, Mrs. Smith, was sleeping in the main room with two maids. Suddenly, they heard a hissing sound coming from the courtyard, like a tailor spraying water on clothes. Mrs. Smith urged the maids to get up, saying, "Quick, poke a small hole in the window paper and take a peek." When the maids looked out, they were shocked. In the courtyard, there was an old woman, short and hunchbacked, with hair as white as a broom, styled in a 2-foot-long bun. This old lady was walking around the courtyard, bending like a crane, spraying water endlessly as she went. Terrified, the maids ran back to tell Mrs. Smith. Curious, she asked the maids to help her to the window to see for herself. Suddenly, the old woman rushed to the window and sprayed a jet of water right at it. The water burst through the paper, splashing everywhere in sight. All three women fell to the floor in fright, while the rest of the household remained oblivious. Early the next morning, when family members came knocking on the door, there was no answer. They broke in and were horrified to find Mrs. Smith and the two maids lying motionless on the floor. Feeling for signs of life, they found one maid still warm. They quickly propped her up and gave her water, eventually reviving her. Once awake, the maid recounted everything she had seen. When John heard the news, he was beside himself with grief and anger. He asked where the old woman had disappeared and ordered the spot to be dug up. After digging about 3 feet deep, they uncovered a mass of white hair. Digging further, they were astounded to find a complete corpse, exactly as the maid had described, with a face as rosy as a living person's. Without hesitation, John ordered the corpse to be smashed. To everyone's shock, the body was full of clear water.